Peace to everybody. This is about vampire facial at New Mexico spa tied to two HIV cases, health officials say. The good advice is do not get a facial whatsoever. That means having needles put in your face for Botox and everything because you never know what is going to happen to you after. So the best bet is to stay away from it. Don't get these injections whatsoever. Health officials are investigating two cases of human immunodeficiency virus or HIV among clients who received injection-related procedures, including vampire facials at an Albuquerque spa. Yeah, so there was HIV that's going around. It's among the clients mostly who received injections, like from a needle or something, and to have these vampire facials. I think it's a bad idea because you never know what side effects is going to take place in there. So it's best you stay away from them and ask yourself, do I want to be here? Because you know what? It's not a good idea to have these facial injections. The New Mexico Department of Health announced on Monday that laboratory tests indicated that the two clients were infected with the same virus, increasing the likelihood that the infections may have resulted from a procedure at the spa. So now there was two people that had got infected with the virus, and it's just horrible because these doctors, they say it's a new needle, but it's not. It's still the same needle that the doctors are using. But if you ever decide to get them done of that, just tell the person that you want a brand new needle, not the same needle that that person was using, because that's how you get infected with HIV that way. Now the health department is offering free and confidential testing for HIV, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C for any clients who received injection-related procedures at VIP Spa in Albuquerque, New Mexico between May and September of 2018. So now they're going to start offering free HIV testing for that. That includes for hepatitis B and hepatitis C for the clients who received injections that are related to that mess. While over 100 VIP spa clients have already been tested, NMDOH is reaching out to ensure that testing and counseling services are available for individuals who received injection-related services at the VIP spa. Kathy Kunkel, New Mexico Department of Health's Cabinet Secretary, said in a written statement on Monday. Yeah, so they are ensuring that the testing go well for the HIV and also for hepatitis B and C. So this way they can get the results of it. But it is 100 VIP spas clients that are already been tested for this, and only two had came back with the virus. Testing is important for everyone as there are effective treatments for HIV and many hepatitis infections, she said. Free testing services are being provided at South Valley Health Commons and Casa de Salud Family Medical Center, both in Albuquerque, according to the departments. Yeah, so there is the free testing is being provided. It's held at the Family Medical Office in both in Albuquerque, New Mexico, or Albuquerque, Mexico, whichever one it is, either the regular Mexico or the state of New Mexico. So I don't know which one it would be, but I think it would be New Mexico. The VIP spot closed in September last year after an inspection by the New Mexico Department of Health and the New Mexico Regulation and Licensing Department, barbers and cosmetologists board found unsafe practices that could have spread blood-borne infections such as HIV to clients. So this place was shut down last year in September because they found unsafe practices, and you never know, needles are laying around somewhere. There could have been blood laying around somewhere. It all depends on what was laying in that place, but they have found borne infections such as HIV. At that time last year, a representative of the spa declined to comment, and CNN attempted to contact a lawyer for the spa. Now, why is CNN in the middle of this? Man, CNN is always sticking their nose in where it don't belong because they're fake news. But try to contact a lawyer for the spa. I don't think the lawyer want to be talking to CNN, but the representative of the spa has declined a comment to CNN, which I don't blame them either, because I would decline my comments to CNN as well, such they're fake news. A vampire facial, also known as a plasma-rich protein facial, involves injecting nutrient-rich plasma into the skin on your face using a tool called a microneedling pen. That plasma typically comes from your own blood. So that was another name for the vampire facial. They had called it a plasma-rich protein facial. I still say don't do it because you don't know what could happen, because this is a bad idea. And they use a microneedling pin, but and it comes from your own blood, but still, I would not take the chance of doing it because it's unsafe, it's unhealthy. Just leave your face the way that God intended for you to have. Don't get these injections in your face whatsoever. Don't even do Botox, because that's even worse. When done safely and properly, a vampire facial should not expose clients to any such blood-borne infections and is promoted to rejuvenate the face to the skin looks younger, experts say. So now they're trying to say that the skin is supposed to look younger, but it's not a good idea because as you get older, you're going to want more and more of it, but then you're going to be telling yourself, oh, I made a horrible mistake. I shouldn't have done this. And you know what? And it's right. And I'm right. You should not get this stuff done at all because you're going to like feel like you're, I don't know. I'm not sure how to put it, but you're just going to feel down about it and everything else. Yet if the microneedling pen or any other equipment is not properly disposed of or sterilized between facials, that could expose patients to potential blood-borne infections, as what we seen in New Mexico. Dr. Ishan Ali, a board-certified internal medicine physician known as the Beverly Hills Concierge doctor, said last year. Ali was not involved in the New Mexico cases, so this doctor was not involved in the New Mexico cases, so he was safe so far. But equipments that are not disposed of properly, that's what's going to happen. You're going to get the HIV virus, and I would just stay far away from it as possible because you never know what's on those needles, and if they're not disposed of properly, I would just say no, I'm not going to do this because this needle was infected with something, and just leave the building, period. Infections could occur if microneedling tips or syringes were reused, or if another patient's blood was used to perform the facial, for instance. Yeah, so there, if the another patient's blood was used on it, then it's no. I would just run away from it and say no, thank you. I don't want this, because these micro needling tips or syringes, if they're reusing them, no, just tell them no, I don't want the same needle. Change your needle. And if they don't do that, just walk out and tell them no thanks, I don't want it. Ali advised patients interested in vampire facials make sure they see practitioners opening new syringes to draw blood, as well as changing the microneedling pen before performing the procedure. Yeah, so if you're thinking of, like, for example, if you're thinking about doing it, make sure that practitioner opens a new syringe to draw blood. Do not give them the excuse, do not give them the excuse, well, you didn't open the new thing, and then the practitioner say, yeah, I did. No, just make sure that they open a new syringe, and even for same that goes for the microneedling pen too. Just make sure you've seen everything being done in front of you, he said. Make sure that the place is using new equipment, changing the tips and needles. So, yeah, you want to make sure everything is in front of you. If you have to record it, fine, go ahead and do that. And because, that's evidence right there that you can make sure they are opening up the brand new package that syringe came in. The New Mexico Department of Health noted on Monday that anyone desiring cosmetic services involving needle injections should verify the services are being provided by a licensed medical provider. So make sure you go to a licensed medical provider. Do not go to any fake one and any fake medical provider, because they're dirty as hell, and you don't want to trust those kind of people at all. But please, whatever you do, don't get these vampire facials, because it's not a good idea. Keep the face that God gave you. Do not allow none of this to happen to you or anybody else, because this is what's happening, that the HIV virus had infected 2 clients, and it's not a good idea to have it done at all. Leave your comments below. I am out.